My name is Shani Rodan and I'm from Tel Aviv, Israel. Moving to New York from Israel is very exciting. I love New York. It's a dream come true. I try to remind myself in every once in a while that this is me. It looks like my everyday now, but I can't take it for granted because it's huge. It's grad school and it's New York and it's different language, different people, different profession in a way, and it's happening. Every Wednesday afternoon when we finished class, we usually used to go and grab lunch together and then bring it back to our classroom and eat together and have conversation and just hang out together. And it was kind of a routine, and that was fun. Before I came to SVA, design was much more materials oriented, colors oriented, shapes and forms. After the program, I feel that I see it in much more of a holistic way, broader perspective. It's about strategies and processes. It involves people and problem solving. I see my professional life much more diverse than I saw it before. So I'm happy that it kind of changed my point of view on my career and my future. And I'm looking forward to see where I'll end up. Hi, everybody. My name is Shani, and I'm happy to be here. And we're going to talk about designing interaction in co-working spaces. I moved to New York last August. I noticed that physically I was here, but virtually I was in Israel, speaking with friends and family and running errands remotely. I was amazed by the freedom, flexibility, and possibilities of being in two places at the same time, the virtual and the physical world. I wanted to find physical manifestation of the virtual world in the urban space, and that's how I came upon co-working spaces. Technology has changed the way we work and live. If work is something that we do and not necessarily a place we go to, then why does it matter how the physical space is designed? People who work alone and are socially isolated are looking not only for a place to work from, but also a place to hang out at. They are looking for a sense of place. I was inspired by Richard Florida's theory, who helped me identify the character of this independent worker. He is the one who coined the term creative class and described knowledge workers as people who make a living using their creative thinking and can work remotely. I was also inspired by Ray Oldenburg's theory about the third place. He explains how places that are not home or work, but social centers such as cafes, barbershops, and parks are crucial for the existence of healthy society and creating a sense of belonging for individuals in their community. With these concepts, I focused my research on how does the spatial design of co-working spaces help create and maintain social interaction among its users? What is the real character of interaction created there, community or network? There are many business models of co-working spaces. I decided to use 3 case studies and explore the different approaches to co-working. WeWork, the largest co-working company in the world, established in 2010. They have 220 locations over 36 countries, and the company is constantly growing and expanding to other fields such as co-living, schools, and gyms. Indie Hall, a single space in Philadelphia that started as an initiative by the owner and his peers back in 2006 when the co-working movement was still in diapers. Spacious, a startup established in 2016, they use restaurants during their closing hours and make them into temporary co-working space. I conducted interviews with co-working space employees, users, and experts in the field, and I visited the location pretending to be a potential customer trying to get an answer to my question. Co-working space designed to encourage people to interact have small talks, discuss ideas, and also support work environment. The communal area is designed with a strong residential approach. Various ways of sitting, such as bar stools, round tables, and lounge corner distributed in the space, encourage non-formal conversation and spontaneous contact with new people. Ray Oldenburg supports this approach, saying that the banquet table and coffee counter bring people together in an intimate and private social fashion. On the other hand, French sociologist Jean Baudrillard referred to soft lounge sofas as a superficial furniture that create false interaction by sitting one next to each other. He claims that seats of these kinds may respond to a basic concern, namely the wish never to be alone, but never to be face-to-face with another person either. So how would you develop a sense of belonging, a sense of place? Devin Vermeulen, creative director at WeWork, explained to me that everything they do roots back to encouraging interaction, collaboration, and community. Community has become overused. It is all around. Local communities, social communities, online communities, and professional communities. Community is offered to the users as a service, a solution to their needs, exactly like printer, desk, and Wi-Fi. American psychologists McMillan and Chavez define sense of community as a feeling of belonging, a feeling that member matters to one another and to the group, a shared faith that members' needs will be met through their commitment to be together. Is it really describe the interaction that it created in co-working spaces, or is what happened there is more of a network? As claimed Mark Granovetter in his theory, The Strength of Weak Ties, these kinds of personal connection that fulfill crucial part in the human ability to interact with the outer world, share information, create collaboration, exchange ideas, and connect with peers. How do other people see it? Here are some thoughts. Network is something that you can take from instead of contribute to. You don't own a community, you belong to a community. Network is that thing that lifts you up, and community is the thing that catches you when you fall. To showcase my point, I chose a small but significant element, coffee. The coffee station is a major point in every communal area. It is always located in the middle of the space and constitutes a center of attraction for people. It is the heart of the space. It encourages informal conversation and social interaction among the users of the space. But what do people do with their cup of coffee once it's finished? I found a connection between the answer to this question and the user's responsibility and sense of belonging in the space. In Indie Hall, there is a free fresh coffee made in a pot every morning. The cups are a collection of mixed ceramic and glass cups. When a member finishes their coffee, they clean up after themselves, put the cup in the dryer, and whoever finishes the pot make a fresh pot for the next person to enjoy. In WeWork, there is a complimentary coffee for members. Once a member finishes their coffee, the norm is to not leave it on the communal tables, but to bring it to the kitchen. However, members do not wash their branded coffee cup rather than put it in a designated dirty coffee cup bin. At spacious location, such the one I observed, the restaurant La Serena, there is a complimentary coffee for the members. Once a person finishes their coffee, they would leave the cup on a table and go, like you would do in a restaurant. I argue that the more the space provides hospitality as a service, the more people treat the relation there as a network. The more the space provides hospitality as a shared value, the more people feel part of a true, engaging community. This idea of shared value and service are reflected in how these spaces refer to the administrator position in their location. In Indie Hall, the role is called community builder. In WeWork, it is called community manager. And in Spacious, it's called a host. So if you're wondering whether you are part of a community or a network, ask yourself, what did you do with your coffee once it's finished?